The Local Show, sponsored by Victory in Motion, home of knee repair, not knee replacement, on News Radio 570 WSYR, on 106.9 FM, and live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. The Local Show features in-depth conversation with business owners, employees, and influential business leaders throughout Central New York, exploring their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business right here in our growing community. The Local Show is produced locally by Zoe Advertising. Now your hosts, Tom and Steve.
We're back into it, and we're back at it. This is The Local Show with Tom and Steve. Thank you for joining us and spending a little quality time as we work our way through the fall. The scent of, cinnamon candles and pumpkin spice is wafting through the air.
Do you like the smell of burning leaves?
Yes, as a matter of fact.
It's like,
I do,
okay. Yes. And my nose doesn't work real well. Judy will be like, do you smell that? I'm like, no. Can you smell that? She'll be making dinner. You smell
I love the smell of the wood, everything, the wood fires and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smell of your gas
and
lawnmower.
I like the different candle smells. I really do. In fact, Kelly and I got to get out in the coming days here to get to the candle shop because we burned all our candles down.
Yeah. You do have an extraordinary amount of estrogen for a guy.
Because I like to shop. I do. I like to shop more than Kelly. Okay. She'll say it to this day. She says, do we have to go shopping? Can't we just order?
Like, can we just hang out and look at the... Yeah, go ahead.
I don't know. I like doing it. She says it's because I just love to spend money.
Well, she's not wrong there.
Yeah, it could be. Hey, if you want to spend money that's worth it, get over to Joey's Italian Restaurant, and they'll take care of you. That's well worth it. Bill Cleary is with us right now. He is the owner of Joey's Italian Restaurant, and they just had a new remodel, rebuild, all that. How you doing there, Bill?
Doing well. Thanks for having me.
Well, thank you for being here. I'm going to ask you a few questions just to get people familiar with you. How long have you owned Joey's Italian Restaurant?
About 2.5 years.
So 2.5, and I think that everybody knew Joey DeCuffa there. They had owned it before. It was quite a legacy. Were you afraid when you bought it that people wouldn't connect with you?
Is it going to ruin everything?
Yeah, right. Because that's hard to follow.
Yeah, I still hear it. Are you going to change the recipes? I mean, I've owned it for 2.5 years, and I didn't change the recipes.
Right.
The only thing that I will mess with is the pizza when I get time.
Okay, gotcha.
I will say that I make a better pizza than Joey.
Okay.
So he knows that.
That's good. What did you do before you took this over? What's your background?
I was born in the restaurant business.
You were?
1963, Pudgy's Pizza, Elmira, New York. We, I was born in 61. So when I was 7 years old, I picked up papers at the pizza shop. By the time I was 10, I was going over with my grandmother making her sausage, meatballs. Everything was custom made. And then, our little chain, we ended up having about 40 stores. And,
oh, wow.
So you're the original owner of Pudgy's?
I'm not, no.
Well, your family.
Yeah, my family, my uncles and my father. And I ended up running the whole chain actually when I was 20 years old.
Wow.
And, did quite well with it. And then I went on my own.
Mm-hmm.
And, I've the last 40-something years, I've always owned at least one restaurant. Sometimes I've owned 6 or 12 or what have you. So quite extensive.
It's a tough business, man. The restaurant business
they come and they go, and you see lots of them go.
Yeah.
We've been,
God bless you.
Knock on wood, never had a loser. It's the recipe is just you work your tail off, and you got to have great recipes and keep it clean and.
Yeah,
and good service. It's no secret, but it's
So then they said, "I want to buy a restaurant."
Yeah.
Well, this is I think going to be the last one.
Yeah.
It's been 4 years in the planning. It took a year to get a liquor license, and I had to have a state senator in Elmira get me the license out of Buffalo instead of out of Albany, which it should have been here.
Right.
This particular politician couldn't even get it done, and I have a clean record.
Yeah.
It's just they want to grab. It's a money grab. They want to get you temporary, but the problem is when you're buying an existing business, if you get nailed for serving an underage or somebody gets drunk or whatever, leaving your place, then they got you and they could fine you $50,000-$100,000.
Wow.
And I wasn't going to go for it. So it took us a year, to get that license.
So tell us about the new place.
Well, the new place, it's a dream. My architect, I didn't tell Joey when I bought the place. He wanted me to have it because he knew that I do things right.
Right.
Tell you, I buy dilapidated buildings, I fix them up, make them like new. that's what I enjoy doing. I enjoy building things and making them nice. But, after I, owned the place for about a week, I decided that I wanted to tear it down. Okay?
Right.
The sewage backed up on me on a Saturday night.
He said, we're done. We're going to do it again.
Yeah.
It's like, well, what do you mean it's backing up? Everybody's got to leave. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Geez.
The building had so many problems. It wasn't handicap accessible, and I was thinking of putting an addition
And
on.
2 kitchens, right? 2 different kitchens?
Yeah, 2 different restaurants. At the time, the concept was good with Joey, a lighter menu upstairs with Pronto Joey's, and downstairs was more fine dining. But basically, the downstairs, was the profit center. The upstairs kind of broke even, and even though a lot of people liked it, but the labor was just, putting it all together. We're serving the Pronto Joey's menu during the day, which is the real short menu, to get you in and out. And at nighttime, we have, the Joey's Classic menu downstairs. So
how'd the new place come to? Because it is stunning.
And is the new place, just for everybody's mindset, is in the same area? In other words, you didn't move away; you just moved it down the parking lot a ways.
Right. Joey actually bought another parcel from the DOT. It took them 20 years to get it, but they finally did the paperwork to sell it to him.
Yeah.
Another bureaucracy. That's another story. But he had about 1 3/4 acres, so I was able to tear down what was the old, it was the cheesecake place.
Yeah.
Mama's,
It was a pizza place forever ago.
Yeah, pizza place forever.
Pizza,
I think he had his brother in there, and then Big Mama's Cheesecake. And I relocated Big Mama and helped him get going. Really nice guy, great products.
Yeah, they've been on the show.
Yeah.
They were on a couple years ago.
Yeah,
a couple years ago.
Oh, the product's excellent. We serve it at Joey's, but we relocated him, tore that building down, and we were able to keep the restaurant running while we constructed the building. Now, it took a year to get through with town planning board, which I really don't want to comment on.
Right. Yeah.
But I was real close to banning all of those members from walking in there. And that's the truth.
But Joe Pachuco and the team at Unique Development, they were all over that over there. And it is stunning.
Yeah, Joe's, we've done business for 30 years. He's put up probably 50 projects of mine.
Nice.
He does the best quality, and, I lean on Joe for a lot.
Yeah.
Hired an architect called William Walton. He said, what's your budget? And I said, unlimited, but I was kidding.
Yeah, right.
You want to do it nice, is what you're saying.
Yeah. I have been on suicide watch for a long time, and he wasn't kidding. Okay,
right.
I didn't think it was possible to spend what he spent. But he had his dream place, and I took care of the kitchen design with Gerhardt's equipment, and
we know Scott.
Yep, Joey DeCaffa, and his cooks, and we got that right, and that's like one box in the back, and we've got a 36-foot cooking line.
Well, when you walk into the place, the bar is lit and it rolls around the center. There's the high ceiling, the tables wrap around it. Yep. It is absolutely beautiful and stunning. And I know you're really popular. But people can get reservations, and they better book ahead because you're real popular. Joey's ItalianRestaurant.com. Does that sound like the right website? I think that's the right website.
Right.
And it is just amazing.
The big question I'll ask is, now that you've met me in person, when I go over there, are you going to pretend you don't know me?
No,
you're going to be sick.
Well, you're a real Italian.
Yes.
I'm a wannabe. Steve, I don't know.
He's a meta guy.
He's going to go to the bar anyway.
So you'll remember me, though, if I come in.
I'm not going to forget you.
Bill Cleary, owner of Joey's Italian Restaurant. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks a lot for having me, guys.